Why? Why? I was just getting over Street Fighter. Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, bringing you news from beyond the mirror, from the other world. Street Fighter V has been added to 7 Nights. Why? I'm sorry, I just can't get over this. I mean, I'm kind of happy because I like Street Fighter. It's a great game, but fitting this into 7 Nights? I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, they fit Blaze Blue in there and Guilty Gear, so I guess it makes sense that they would add another fighting game universe into the global version. But you know what? That's okay though. I still like the fact that they added the Street Fighter characters from the Street Fighter universe. I really do like the universe. I love the game. I play it all the time. It's actually one of the only games I'm actually good at. Most games I suck at. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I suck at most video games. But Street Fighter, I'm pretty good at. I am. But let's take a look at Ryu real quick.
Yes.
We're gonna take a look at everybody's animations last though, because I really want to go through all of these, all the text and everything. I'm gonna do the boring stuff first, so we can know exactly what they can do, and then we're gonna do the fun stuff last, my fellow gamers. But all right. Mind's Eye. This is Ryu's passive. Becomes immune to all damage for 4 turns. Protects all allies' cooldowns from being increased for 4 turns. And he protects all allies from being burned for 4 turns. And the first 2 parts are pretty cool. Especially being a tank and having a void shield. That is really, really cool. But the last part is like, the burning thing isn't exactly something I'm too worried about. Especially going on in Arena. But I guess he could serve some use though, especially in Raid. But I don't know. Let's take a look at this skill. You know, I'm not going to try to pronounce some of these, my fellow gamers, because I'm telling you right now, I am really bad at pronouncing words. You guys know me. You know how terrible I am at pronouncing things. But anyways, this inflicts 200% physical damage on 3 enemies. Additionally, decreases the enemy's damage and physical attack by 40% for 2 turns. Not bad, actually. That's actually pretty good. Dinjin Hadouken. Now, I can actually pronounce this one, which is, wow, I'm surprised I can pronounce any of these words. Hadouken's actually quite common in our culture, though. Even though that's actually a Japanese word, it has become an American word. Everybody has said that word at least once in America. It's a guarantee. My mother has said it. I'm pretty sure even my grandfather has said it before. But anyways, this inflicts 100% physical damage on all enemies. Additionally, increases the damage taken. Increases the damage by 20% each time an enemy dies. Removes all buffs from the enemies. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know why I keep jumbling up my words. I don't know what the deal with that is. Okay, let's take a look at Chun-Li. Everyone loves Chun-Li. If you don't love Chun-Li, I just don't know what to say. Like, that's messed up. I don't know anybody in my family, anybody anywhere that doesn't like Chun-Li. That doesn't seem human. Like, it's hard to even say. Like, how could you hate Chun-Li? That's like hating puppies. That's like hating air. How could you hate Chun-Li? But Chun-Li is an amazing character in general. Like, in the game, and I'm pretty sure she's pretty cool here too. Let's take a look at her passive. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm going to say that every time I see a weird word here. I'm just not going to pronounce it. But anyways, she becomes immune to all damage for 4 turns. Protects all allies from being paralyzed for 4 turns. Additionally, protects all allies from being poisoned for 4 turns. So this right here gives me the vibe she's good against that ridiculous raid boss. That Serpent. I really hate that Serpent. I actually need someone to help me out with that. Maybe she might be a little use to me there. But, again, no, I'm not pronouncing that. Inflicts 200% physical damage on 1 enemy. Additionally, lethal attack will be applied. Additionally, direct all attacks on the target. Yep. This additionally directs all ally attacks on the target for 2 turns. So, yeah, she's good for that raid boss. Let's take a look at this one. Inflicts 500% physical damage on 1 enemy. Additionally, critical hit will be applied. So yeah, she is mainly used for that stupid serpent that everybody hates. So yeah, she'll be useful to you there. So yeah, if you want to get her, that's actually a pretty good idea. I don't know if the event gives you one of these characters. I hope they do, because I really want Akuma. I really do, because I heard he's pretty good for Arena. Well, that's what I heard anyways. Let's take a look at Akuma. Yeah, I'm just not digging Akuma's hairstyle. I don't care what you guys say, but the truth is, he needs a haircut. He has hair everywhere on his head besides his face. But anyways, what does Akuma's passive do? Does it shave his hair, I hope? Become immune to all damage for 3 turns. Decreases all damage taken. Blah, 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 blah. What is wrong with me today? Decreases the damage of all enemies by 40%. Decreases the counter rate of all enemies by 40% as well. So yeah, that's a pretty useful for Arena then. Yeah, it's pretty useful for Arena there. But let's not make any hasty decisions in saying he's good for Arena though, because they've been releasing a lot of characters that are good for Arena. So let's see what this does. It inflicts 300% physical damage on 3 enemies, ignores the enemy's defense, and applies critical hit. So yeah, that's Arena right there. That's a pretty good Arena skill, but again, let's not make any hasty decisions. Now, I know what this skill is. I'm tempted to see this animation right now. I'm really, really itching to see this animation because I know what this is. Converts the HP of the enemy with the highest defense to 1. Yep, I know what this is. I know what this skill is. This effect converts the target's HP to 1 and is not affected by effects, immunity, or protection. Sorry, I paused there a little bit. Additionally, decreases the enemy's buff duration by 2 turns. So the reason I paused there, because I was thinking about Lee. So I know what that looks like. I think we all know what that animation looks like, because we all played Street Fighter. We all played as Akuma before. We recognize even that little the icon for the skill tells you what it is. So we all know what that does, and since he's kind of like Lee, the critical rate thing, the AoE attack, I don't know about the critical rate thing, but the AoE attack and then the skill that drops HP down to 1, that's a lot like Lee. So is he good for Arena? Yeah, he's good for Arena. He's good for a lot of things. So Akuma right now, he seems to be a universal character. Not Raid though, of course. Definitely not Raid. Mostly Arena and Tower. So if you have gotten Akuma, that's a pretty good idea. Chun-Li and Ryo seem pretty interesting right now so far. For the first 3 characters I've seen, they all seem pretty good. But Akuma seems to be the one that is a little more universal. So okay, let's take a look at her. I never really used Karen in Street Fighter too often, but I have used her a couple times, so I'm still not clear on what exactly she does. I've never been very clear on what exactly her moves were, because I just didn't use her, and I didn't see too many people using her, so I don't really know exactly what her animations look like in the first place. I've seen them a few times, but it's been a really long time, because I actually played as her in the original Street Fighter games. I remember using her then, but I cannot remember her animations. It's just been so long. But anyways, let's take a look at her passive. Become immune to all magic damage for 4 turns. Protects all allies from being stunned for 6 turns, Protects all allies from being burned for 6 turns as well. Not bad. And of course my battery's almost dead. I've been yammering for quite some time now. Anyways, let's take a look at her first active ability. Inflicts 300% magic damage on 1 enemy, additionally ignores the enemy's defense. Let's take a look at her second ability. Inflicts 300% magic damage on 1 enemy, additionally critical hit will be applied. So it seems like she's best used in Castle Rush, because she seems to be a lot of her abilities seem to be focused on 1 enemy. So she's a strong Castle Rush hero. And in Raid 2, I can imagine her being pretty good in there. Now this guy, I can never pronounce his name, but I'm going to attempt to. I think it's Nikale. I think it's Nicole or Nikyle. Nikala. Forget it. Anyways, this guy with a really seriously bad hair problem here. I don't know what he used in his hair for it to be like that. I mean, like, when you're going to get your hair done, what on earth do you say to your barber for him to do this?
Hey, you know what happens when someone sets their hair on fire?
Say no more, dude. Could never stand that meme. Torrent of Power. Becomes immune to all magic damage for 4 turns. Protects all allies from bleeding for 4 turns. Additionally, becomes immune to the Petrify debuff for 4 turns. So, Raid, what I'm noticing from the Petrify thing. He might be pretty good for that demon dude. Because of the Petrify status effect. The Disc of Guidance. Inflicts 300% physical damage on one enemy. Ignores the enemy's defense and applies critical hit. Let's take a look at this, his second active ability. Soul Offering inflicts 100% physical damage on all enemies. Additionally, piercing effect will be applied. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. The magic thing, again, not digging that. Just not digging that, but he might be a little more useful for the demon guy, so that might be the reason why his void shield is protects him from magic. The same is said for Karen. She is protected against magic, so she might be a little more useful for that boss in particular. And same goes for him too. Man, you look pretty cool, but you sound like you swallowed a can of worms. Alright. Here's the fun part, my fellow gamers. The animations. Just like the game, man. Man, I was hoping they would zoom in on him while he was doing that, but that's okay. That's alright. I was really hoping that when he was charging up as a Hadouken, they would like zoom in on him. That would have been pretty cool. But that's alright. The animation's still pretty cool. Let's take a look at Chun-Li's animation. I think they got skins for these characters too, because I just noticed something for Nikao there on the loading screen. Wait, did I just say his name right? I can read words. Man, some cool animations. Man, I'm already liking these characters. Some really cool animations. I'm sorry, I'm really excited. Normally I wait for him to finish talking, but I love Akuma. He's my favorite character. Man. Yes, I knew it was that. All right, let's see Karen's. Now I cannot remember her ability, so I'm in for a surprise, just like you guys. Cool. All right, now that's pretty cool. She must be pretty tough. Whoop, pressed the wrong button. She must be pretty tough in the game. Savage. Now I kind of remember Nikal's, because I've seen his abilities before. Not as often as I wanted to, but yeah, I've definitely seen his skills before. Nice. With all that, you could join a metal band, man, for real. Well, all the new characters are really, really awesome. But there are a few things I forgot to tell you. One of these things is you can buy one of these heroes at their 5-star version with 200 gems. So is it worth it? Kind of, and kind of not. But at the same time, I mean, some of these characters could be really, really useful, especially with certain raid bosses. Especially Chun-Li, I can tell she's really useful for that 3-headed Hydra creature. But other than that, I don't know if I'd spend 200 gems on them because we really need all our heroes awakened. And since none of them have awakened forms, you're going to really need heroes with awakened forms in the future because everybody's going to have heroes with awakened forms. I mean, you'll have an exclusive hero on you once the event ends, but other than that, you probably just won't be able to use them for much. So I would probably just, if you want to save your gems, it's a smart decision, but you will be missing out on some really cool heroes. But anyways, that's all the time I have left for this review, my fellow gamers. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Take it easy for me, alright? Bye.